Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. And today, oh, I see my co-host joining me. And Juno. That's my girl. That's my girl. Today's roll series video number 7. And we're going to be doing some miscellaneous ones because now we're into my last of my megas. And so this might be the last video for this series because I don't have any more rolls with mega folders in them after these rolls. What's up, sweetie? That's my girl. I'll see you. You want to come up here, don't you? You want to come say hi to everybody, don't you? Thinking about it? No? Okay. Let's take a look at these rolls. Let's pick one. Let's start with one. Set the other one aside. And I think these are going to be like most of my big knives with that you haven't seen with like Zytel handles or Grivery handles. And I think that's about it. Now these are old ones too. Ones that they don't no longer make anymore. Okay, this roll. This roll has Rajahs. It has Spartans, the smaller Rajahs. It has the Eland. They don't make this one anymore because it had a defect, and they decided. I think they'd stop making it because it had a defect with the lock. And Kudu. And these are all Luzons. And a Tuff. What do you call it? A Tuff-Lite. What is it Tuff-Lite? I can't remember the name of it. Tuff-Lite, I think. All right, people. So let's set it down and start pulling them out. Let me see. Let's start with the Rajahs. Might be easier for me to do it if I just do it from up here. Actually, let's pull out the Spartans too, because they're all kukri style. Well, Spartans is a Copus style blade, sort of like a kukri. That's why I always like to keep them all together. Sort of reminds me of, they're very similar in blade shapes. Even though the kukris weren't a Greek, they're from Greek fighting blade. It was from Nepal. And the Copus comes from Greece. The Spartans, the 300. All right, let's get them all lined up here. Let's take a look at what we got here. Okay. You know, we could just pull them all out. Let's pull them all out. Probably should do this before the video, huh? I just want to show you guys how I keep things in the rolls too. Sort of like part of the video. These are all knives that, I got and I tried, and lots of them, I decided I didn't want to carry them, or I did carry them for a while, and then I moved on to other things, and they end up in the roll, and they end up in the safe. That's the way things sort of go. All right, sometimes I get doubles of things, as you can see. Okay, let me see what we got here. Let's put all the Luzons together. Let's get all the Spartans together. Let's get all the small Rajahs together. Big Rajahs. Let's line them up like this so you guys can see them, huh? Well, I don't need to see them. I already know what they look like. All right, let's get this party started. Here we go. Start off with the Rajahs. this one right here. Oh, that's my new Rajah. New Rajah 2. This is my original Rajah 2. I actually carried this one, you know, a few times before I decided it was too big and heavy for me to carry. But I absolutely love the Rajah series. The small Rajahs I used to carry. I used to EDC in there, my regular EDC folders. Absolutely love this knife. This is a serious blade here, but it's also got some serious weight to it. Actually has the weight of like a big fixed blade. A fixed blade that would be about this size. I think they're around, I want to say 13 ounces or so. Let me see. Can't remember. What does that say? 13.1. 13.1. I was right on the dot there. 13.1 ounces. Is what these not cost, what they weigh. These are interesting knives too. They're made after a South African style knife. A lot of the cold steel knives are knives that they get the ideas from especially like the Lynn Thompson designs, because he has a massive collection of knives. You think, I got a big collection. Lynn Thompson's got the collection. He's the master collector. And most of the knife designs that he designed with Andrew Demko come from designs in his collection. And he's collected knives from all over the world, from every country, every culture. Absolutely love the Rajah. Want to leave them open? Let's leave these open, huh? Okay, this one right here, this is my Oz 10. Oz 10 Rajah, this is the new one. I never got the BD1 Rajah. Just happened, I just never got one. I wasn't thinking about it. I would have got one of those too, so I could have had that one too. But this one's never been used, it's just been collected. I just want to have it because I really like the Rajah knife. You know, it's one of those knives that, you know, in the time of apocalypse, it's the kind of folder I'd want then. That'd be my EDC if I, you know, it was during the apocalypse. I'd want something like that then. And these are the little ones. This is the Oz 8 one. The only new one I have is the Oz 10 Rajah 2. This one was the collector, and this one was the user. As you can tell, it's been polished. I used to like to carry this one a lot, especially when I was like working in the garage. It was good for cutting fuel lines and cutting chores in the garage when I was working on bikes or cars or something. I had to crawl underneath something and get all scraped up. I had another one of these that was totally polished out, and my sister liked it, and so I gave it to her. That was the first one I had. It was totally polished, like you saw my counterpoint, my small counterpoint. But that was the one I carried. Okay. These right here. The Spartans. This is the Oz 8 Spartan. The one I got when it first came out. The original one. Pretty sure, I think this is a bead blasted blade. Just like the original Rajahs, these three, this one and the two small ones, they all have the bead blasted finish, whereas this one has a stonewash finish. And this one, the new one, has the grippier handle, whereas the old one had the smooth handle. All right. And with these, they're changing on these too, because I should have brought out my other one, my new one. Y'all know about my Lindsey Thompson ones. I have two Lindsey Thompson Spartans also. I forgot to bring them out. But you guys know about that, so it's cool. And this is an Oz 10 one. This one is a what do you call it? A stonewash finish, as opposed to the bead blast. This one's the modern one. They're still making these. And they also have a full flat ground version with the serrated edge. It's sort of like the Lindsey Thompson one, but it has the original style handles. Okay, Luzons. Yeah, let's go Luzons next. These are a lot of fun. Liner locks, you know, y'all know I don't really like liner locks, so I've carried these a couple times. I carried one of them. I don't know which one it is that I carry because I never used either one. So they both are still like brand new. Just one has some pocket time. I'm just not a liner lock person. But this is a cool, inexpensive knife for a big self-defense folder. I think it's probably like the least expensive mega folder for cold steel. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think these are less expensive than the Voyagers. And I think I paid like $40 or something like that for this one. And then like the small one was like 30 something. And they have the HCR13, was it? HCR13 MOV stainless steel, the Chinese stainless steel, and they're made in China, as opposed to being made in Taiwan. Yes. And they're supposed to be made to sort of resemble a balisong, but Filipino-style balisong. The handle is supposed to resemble bamboo. I like the blade on these though. I think the blade's cool. And they have a lock on them. And they also have the polymer pocket clip so it doesn't scratch things, like if you rub against your car or something. Put the lock on, and then you can't close the liner lock. So it makes it extra secure. All right, Juju, what you doing, sweetie? You trying to take over here? Huh? You trying to take over here? Huh? I'll see what you're doing. You can't wait to see yourself on YouTube, huh? I don't know what you're up to. All right, sweetie, go ahead and get down. All right, let's leave this on. This one's the same thing, so why don't we just rush through this one, because this is the exact same thing. I bought doubles, because I thought I was going to use one. But I ended up not carrying either one. I carried one a few times, I decided it wasn't me. I like them though. You know, I'm not saying, I'm not putting them down or anything. I'm not saying that they're bad knives or anything. Nothing like that at all. It's just, I don't know. When I carry big knives, I sort of like to have a triad lock. Let me just tell you the truth. For really big knives, I really like having a triad lock. For a smaller knife like this, a liner lock's okay with me if it's got, you know, like a flipper like this that protects your hand. Plus this one has a lock on it, so it makes it extra safe. So this one's pretty safe as a liner lock for a small knife. Actually, the big Luzon's probably pretty safe too. It's just that when I go into bigger knives, like when we're talking mega folders, I'm really a triad person. Triad locks are the main reason why I've always liked cold steel knives. I'm not so much of a person that's like gets stuck on a brand. I'm not brand loyal, but if you're making a product that I really do like, I will continue to buy your product, especially when you come out to new models and stuff like that. But don't think I'm brand loyal though. I just like your product. If you start making other kinds of products, I'll start looking elsewhere. That's the way I am. You know, it's like I don't get stuck on, because you know, cold steel doesn't pay me any money. You know what I mean? There's nobody out there that pays me any money to like anything. So I just like what I like. And if I don't like something that much, that's why I let y'all know. You know, and y'all just, you know, because I want y'all to make, you know, good decisions. You know, good. I call it, you know, educated decision. That means where, you know, you can do a little research if you want to. That's what's cool about YouTube, is that you can get on YouTube and do your little bit of research and find out about the products that you're interested in. And I try to be one of those people that helps you. You know, I let you know what my experience is with things and stuff like that. And then, you know, this just helps you make a better decision. I'm not the person that's going to be destroying things or anything like that. I don't do that. I do like to use things if I can get a chance to, not to have to work sometimes. And be able to get out and about and do things, but I have to work so much, seems like. But anyway, this is the Tuff-Lite. These are awesome knives. One of these I keep in my car. I have another one that's in my car. Keep it in my car. In like the little junk area in your car, in front of the stick shift, it's actually like 2 cup holders. I always put my cell phone in there, and this sits down the bottom of it, with some fingernail clippers. But these are great knives. The one that's in my car has been polished lots of times. And the blade, I've used it so much and resharpened and reprofiled it so much that it's missing a lot of the edge right here. It's like, I don't know about this, like this whole part goes up. It's all gone and resharpened out. It's an awesome little knife. Tuff-Lites are awesome. And they're very inexpensive, and they're probably legal everywhere. A Tuff-Lite, I can't picture this not being legal anywhere. That's how we're going to put this one. Let's put this one over here, huh? Or maybe down here. Okay, this one right here is the Kudu. I think they still make these. This is made after an African design ring knife. I forget the name of the type of the knife, or the maker of the knife. It's made out of wood, and then it has a carbon steel blade. It pretty much looks like this, but this is like Cold Steel's version of that knife. And it's a knife that's been around for a long time in South Africa. You pull up on the ring, and it releases the blade. And it has like several different lock stops. It's sort of like a ratchet lock that is common in Spain. Ratchet lock knives, or the navajas, the ratchet lock navajas. I should have brought those out too. I have a couple of those. This one right here was discontinued by Cold Steel, and because they had a problem with the lock failing. I can't make mine fail. I'm not going to try to make it fail. I don't want to break it or anything, but to me it's a collector now, because this is one that got discontinued because it had a malfunction with the lock. But this was their mega version. This is going to be the least expensive mega folder. I think it was like $9.99, $9.99. and the Kudu was like $7 or $6.99 or something like that. It was only like $2 or $3 more, and you got a big giant knife. It was actually kind of cool until people started using them on the videos and stuff, and they started showing how the lock fails. It's actually a cool looking knife, pretty cool looking budget knife. All right, so that's those. This is part 1, people. This is going to be part 1 of this video. Part 2 will be the next roll. Part 2 would be the next roll. And like I said, this is probably going to be the last one of this series. This is roll video series number 7 of the series of roll videos I've done. And that's about it. Anyway, we're going to break it off here. I'm going to go ahead and clear the table. And let me show you the other roll real quick, so I can go ahead and break them all out. You can see what was in the roll first, and that'll be continuation. That's how we'll end this one. Ah, my counterpoint. Another counterpoint. My missing counterpoint. Okay, there it is there. But this one has the frenzies in it. That's the main thing that's in this roll. And I don't know, we could just whiz through the code 4s and go over that real quick. I have another code 4 I want to show you. I'll go ahead and get it and pull it out before we make the video, now that I see that this has this one in it. Because I have one that was custom made for me by Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth MF made it for me. And I'll break out my other, what do you call it, the Tiger Claw, and I forget what this one's called. The Black Talon, the Talon. I have another set of those. All right, people. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video and get ready for the next video. Try to get both of them out for you guys tonight. Today is Wednesday, November 2nd. Wednesday, November 2nd. Peace out, Stiletto.